MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. The opener of the final series of the year between the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. Alvarez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Ready on 1 and 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Stepping in now, Kyle Tucker, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Alvarez isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
3 and 2, full count. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. He'll try it again, 3 and 2. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out, and I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Tucker, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
Here's George Springer, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2-2. Here it is. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 Houston. Rogelio Armenteros is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Into the box, Ronald Acuna. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders when you get in, but anything can happen.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And you can see that the Braves are currently tops in the NL in that department. At the plate, Freddie Freeman. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch.
Boy, this is a powerhouse home run leaderboard. Right now, this guy is 4th in the league in home runs. If he wants to win the title, he needs to get going right now.
And at any moment, Dan, that multi-home run game could come flying. Maybe it's today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Number 43 on the year for him. And now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, Let's get it started early with a homer.
Now at the plate, Michael Brantley. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Row, this guy's been white hot all season long. Needs to pick the pace up, though. Second right now in average in the league.
I agree with you, Dan. He's going to get hot if he wants to chase down this coveted batting title. He's got to find a way to not chase the numbers and trust the process each time he steps in the box. Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On, he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Catch made there by Altuve, and there are two gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Coming to the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
The 1-0. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Bases are empty here with two men out. High in the air out to center field. Tucker waits on it, and the inning is over. A two in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this two-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-1 Atlanta. Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is seven. The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Next up for the Stros, Carlos Correa. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
To the plate now, Martin Maldonado, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-1 the count now. From the belt, the pitch. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Camargo picks it up cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. 3-1, here it is. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
The right fielder, number 30.
So now to the plate, Kyle Tucker, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. To come in here at 259. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. Coming to the plate now, Johan Camargo. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. On the move is Springer. He's there and records the first out.
Batting 7. The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Hit hard towards center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. At the plate, Shea Langeliers. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Alvarez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. Maldonado. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right. Thanks, Heidi. Standing in, Alex Bregman. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Alex Bregman.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Look out. 2-0 now. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Fouled off.
Alvarez.
Nobody out, runner on first. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Ozuna is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. First offering on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it. But he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
From the belt, the pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now to the plate is the Astros pitcher, Rogelio Armenteros. 0 for 1 here in the early going. No balls and 1 strike. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. 3 runs already home here. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it, and that ends the inning. Ready now, Ronald Acuna. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
On the ground to third. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball well outside.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-0 home is chased out of the zone for strike one.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Pulled toward right center field. Tucker waits on it. 2 gone. Into the box now, Michael Brantley. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Runners on the move for second. Grounded to the right, and Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit, and they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Ozuna, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 1-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1 for 2 games so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Shoots this one over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. Standing in now, Kyle Tucker. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Line to the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Altuve rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, and they lead now by 4.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow
11-8, the final score in this ball game. The Braves with the division best 104th winner. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The Atlanta Braves batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. So runners at the corners now. Nobody out. And that brings in Freddie Freeman. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Farrell, a right-hander who goes 6'7" tall. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
Well, I think they set the runner there to set themselves up for a big inning, but it didn't quite work out that way. They've still got a good chance to bring at least one run home, but we'll see if it could have been more.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Acuna digs in now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball one. 1-0. Here it is. A ball and a strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K. Ready once again. Six to 3, the final score today. Houston with their 100.
The regular season is winding down, but the postseason races are heating up. Here's how yesterday's nail-biting action went down. Starting off in the National League East, the Houston Astros got 12 hits in this one as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 6-3. In the standings, the Braves sit in first place in the National League East division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Astros are atop the American League West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Marlins hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the visiting Mets 9-4. As of right now, the Marlins are in third place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Mets are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Aaron Nola got the win, throwing 8 shutout innings, helping Philadelphia dispose of the Nationals 1-0. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. At the start of the day, the Nationals are in second place in the NL East, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. And the Phillies are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago Cubs allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-0. As of today, the Cubs are atop the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Cardinals are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Pirates tallied 5 home runs overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-5. Entering the day's action, the Pirates are in fourth place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Aaron Blair collected win number 2 on the year, leading the D-backs over the Rockies 3-1. In other Rockies news, first baseman Ryan McMahon is listed as day-to-day, but is not expected to see any time on the DL. He's said to be dealing with elbow inflammation. As of right now, the Rockies sit in fourth place in the National League West. They're over 20 games out of first. while the Diamondbacks are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Matt Strahm won his fourth game thus far as San Diego beat the Dodgers 3-2. Heading into the day, the Padres are in second place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Dodgers are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Brewers put together 10 total hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-0. At the start of the day, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Brewers are in second place in the NL Central, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. The Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 4-3. As of today, the Yankees sit in second place in the American League East Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. While the Rays are third in the division, they're over 20 games out of first. Brandon Workman earned the win, his fourth this season, as the Red Sox claimed victory over the Orioles 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox are atop the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Francisco Lindor had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping the Indians push past the Blue Jays 15-4. As of today, he is the RBI leader in the American League. As of right now, the Indians are leading the American League Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Blue Jays sit in fourth place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The White Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-1. At the start of the day, the Tigers sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the White Sox are third in the division, 16 games out of first. The Minnesota Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-2. In the standings, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Twins have now clinched one of 2 AL wildcard spots with the win. The Oakland Athletics finished off a 3-game sweep as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-4. They now have 6 straight victories. Entering the day's action, the Angels are in third place in the AL West, 19 games out of first, while the Athletics are second in the division, 13 games out. The Texas Rangers sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Mariners 9-4. Heading into the day, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Mariners are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. That'll do it for now. Enjoy today's Pennant Chase baseball, and don't forget to check back in tomorrow morning for all the highlights from the action. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In the National League wildcard game, the Washington Nationals had 12 hits as a team as they had a walk-off victory against the Brewers, as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. And that's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow for another postseason recap. Have a great day. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In the American League wildcard game, the New York Yankees defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities, stamping their ticket to extend their season and play in the upcoming American League Division Series. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.